production.
Charley the plumber here.
You forgot. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. Charley the plumber here. I am here with Shelby, the executive producer of Charley the plumber, and the peon. Oh, doggone it. I apologize.
Oh, me
Oh,
too.
it's you.
Oh, my God.
Bam.
I'm on mute. Why isn't it going away? It's not going away.
Well, I can tell you that it is your fault. I just got to make sure that it's not me. Da, 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 da.
It's
Yeah,
not, I can't. My touch bar isn't working.
Basolati do.
Restart your computer.
Hello. Anyway, so I'm here with executive producer Zach and the half-ass friggin' Shelby.
I'm here too, guys.
What's everyone going? That.
You can't even talk now.
What's going
This
on
is first time
to
on
everyone
YouTube.
this morning, this afternoon, this evening?
What's going on to everyone? What they do?
I don't know. Shelby's got me so frustrated right now.
Frustrated.
I'm gonna give a thumbs up onto my own thing just because. Just because. Today is a cold day in the big state of Michigan.
Feel how cold my hands are.
Wow. You know, and that's one thing that my fingers, for whatever reason, get so cold now. I don't understand that. I was okay before when, I had a little extra meat on them. But it's just everything is cold now.
Now you can get your wedding ring on and off, right?
Some days I can. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I talked to someone today, and living on your own after living with someone for 38 years is really not all it's cracked up to be. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, it's it's freaking lonely.
Yeah.
The FaceTime just doesn't do it on a lot of occasions.
Right.
So, but we will be together again. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, it's
Who's that?
we will be
Whoa.
together again. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, it's
that?
we
Who's
will
me?
be
Whoa.
together again. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, it's
that?
we will
me.
be.
What was that?
I'm trying to get onto the TikTok to see it.
Oh.
Ticky tacky, ticky tacky, ticky tacky, Joshua. What is that thing?
I'm trying to get onto the TikTok to see it.
I heard
Oh.
that. I heard you say it the first time.
Yeah.
I don't have this much issue in the morning when I'm in the office.
Yeah,
Why
you
does
do.
mine look like this?
Yeah, no,
Let me see.
because you got the
You're
vertical.
on the vertical.
You don't have the horizontal.
Why
when
don't
you
I
get
have the horizontal?
that's something that you have to push a certain button.
What?
You got to go to the other live stream
Why are there so many?
because
But
What?
one says 141, one says 142.
Well,
let me see. No, the 142 is current. The one that has the live
You
icon.
just changed it.
we are today at
both have the live
142.
Okay, wait, hang on.
All right,
Let's restart.
go ahead.
Let's restart. Go ahead.
Charley the plumber here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the studio. I am here with Zach and Shelby in the studio of Mom's Basement.
We're going to have to mute him because
Wow.
he's yelling.
Yeah. So today was a cold day. I always start out with the temperature in the morning. It's 29 degrees right now.
Is it?
And when you go out in the morning, it was 14 this
It
morning.
was 12 when I went to work.
I'll tell you what, this weather, I'm ready for springtime.
I tell you what.
I am ready. When we had no snow on the ground last week, I was cool with that.
Me too, because I picked up all the dog poop.
Oh yeah, I figure a good rainstorm and a mower will take care of that.
That's disgusting.
It is what it is.
No, it's disgusting.
So anyway, Shelb, what have you been doing this week? Have you been doing anything exciting?
No.
So I've been seeing on Tiki Taki about the Vivor ads about the garden covering for the gardens,
Okay.
the ground covering. I'm getting excited about putting the garden in.
Are you?
Yeah, I think this year it's going to be a little different. I don't need 27 tomato plants.
No, you don't.
I think I can get away with like 6, but I'm going pumpkins this year.
Oh.
I think I'm giving up on the corn, the sweet corn, because I can never friggin' grow sweet corn.
It's never knee high by the 4th of July.
Well, it's just one of them things that I don't have good luck with doing it in my own yard. So I thought about actually putting field corn in up at Shady to see how that would work out.
Okay.
So we will work on that. But yeah, I'm gonna do some pumpkins this year. P.I. pumpkin eye. What's the old saying?
No clue.
P.I. double I pumpkin pie or something like that.
No.
If Graham comes on, I'll friggin' question her on that. So, but good to have everyone in the chat. Everyone's loading up in the chat. It's so crazy the amount of people we have in here right now.
I don't even know where to start, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So your plans for this weekend? Do you have any plans?
Working.
You're working. Both of you guys are working this weekend?
I have to let my friend. Well, never mind. I was gonna say I have to let my friend's cats out, but you don't let cats out. You just have to put food in their bowl.
You could. You can go over there and you pet them. You're like, nice cat.
Easy. I got a part in my hair there.
I'm sorry. But yeah, no, every time I talk to Super K in Florida, she's got our cat is down there in Florida. It just jumps up on the table and it pisses her right off because it's like right in her face. It's all over her computer. So you can't see anything. And the next thing you know, it's like over here.
Jet the Millionaire.
You got to think about the space that the cat has at home and then how much they have.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, where she's at now. She just probably wants to be close by.
She wants to be. No, it's all good. And I think it's awesome because I always call the cat. It's like if you caught me off guard, it would be like, what the hell is my cat's name? Because I always call it Cat.
What is your cat's name?
Alley Cat.
Alley Cat.
Bam! Nailed it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Good night and God bless.
Okay.
So
I'm sitting down here. Oh, I meant this one.
Oh.
Totally ruined that.
Missed that. So you're here for another 45 now. Yeah, but anyway, so we've got some stuff going on this weekend.
What are you doing?
Well, I've officially horse traded. I've done some horse trading.
For?
I'm going to Florida in 2 weeks.
All right.
And I got a phone call the other day, and I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it was, hey, Grandpa, can you watch your grandpups? So I'm officially watching Dumb and Dumber on Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
And then I returned with, hey, I'm going to Florida coming up. You've got your niece and nephew.
No, technically it would be brother and sister.
Well, but it would be her
brother and sister.
Brother and sister?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever it was, I said, hey, I need a dog watcher as well. So I'll do your dogs, you do my dogs. So
there you go.
I don't know if I'm getting the short end of the stick or not, but
where are they going?
They're going to They're going to Traverse City one night, and then they're going to the town south of Houghton Lake.
Okay.
It's where there's a lake there, and I'm totally drawing a blank of what the hell it is. But yeah, so they're going there. Did you see the 2 giant bones I bought upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There you go, dogs. There's your bone. Enjoy your time with Grandpa. I'll be the fat guy over here watching the TV. But I am truly saddened that the Olympics are done because I didn't feel as though I got to watch the whole thing.
Oh, we watched them every day.
Every single day.
Every single day.
You're un-American.
Why is that?
Because you didn't watch the Olympics.
No, I watched them as much as I could. So we're sitting in the bar as we're doing this ride last weekend. And the people, so I got my back to the TV, which I didn't know it was there. And then all of a sudden the people are like, ooh! Like,
what the ski.
Yeah,
the freestyle
they were doing the freestyle skiing.
Yeah.
And it's like, at least you could do is friggin' tell me what I need to look at so I can watch the replays.
It happened that quick.
He needs to get turned down.
They didn't show a replay.
Come on, I'm excited tonight.
That's fine.
They didn't show a replay of that either.
No.
No, he
Well, there
just
was like 2 or
he
3
f-
crashes, wasn't
he
there?
fell and he just splat.
Is he okay? That's
Yes.
obviously the
Yeah,
most
I mean,
important
they
thing.
brought like the sled out so they could strap him down, pull him off, and he like sat up and waved, and everyone's like, "You probably shouldn't be moving your neck," but
Well, sometimes you got to do that, and that was like the chick early in the week. I'm drawing a blank. She was like fluffy.
What?
I shouldn't say this, but she was like fluffy. I want to say Fluffy Peters, but I know that's not her name. But she was like a Olympian that was in the Olympics for the last 4 years or last 4 times. She was a
Okay.
downhill skier, and it's kind of a weird name, like Sunny. I don't know,
Sunny
whatever.
side up.
Yeah, it could be. So she crashed. She wiped out, and they had to airlift her
oh
off
yeah,
of the.
that's the one that wasn't supposed to compete because she had like,
She-
She's 44 years old.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And she pulled a hammy or something like the week before or something.
Yeah, and then she
Something.
wrecked.
Yes, it was a big crash. They airlifted her off the mountain, and then you had, of course, I was luckily enough. I was lucky enough to have our group chat tell us about the men's hockey game, which was super exciting
You
because
didn't wake up for that?
well, no, I was coming home from up north.
Oh.
Wait,
So
You're going to Milan to bring home the biggest prize of all.
Canadian cheer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
that
Also,
That great game was crazy.
This could be an unpopular opinion. I think that what's his name, Heilbeck,
Hellebuck.
he obviously was the reason that they won. I
That's
don't
the
think
popular opinion.
Canada played better than them.
They did.
Oh yeah.
Way better.
But that doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Never matters.
It never does.
You know
but
what? So I've been seeing so much shit about people saying, "Well, Hellebuck won the game from him, blah, or won the game for him, blah blah blah." If David, the greatest, so Hellebuck's the greatest goalie in the world, one of them,
Really? Okay.
and McDavid's the greatest player. If he
Yeah.
were to score 7 goals, Americans wouldn't have been like, "Well, he stole the
Yeah.
game. The only reason they won is because of him." Like that's just not
No
the way
matter
it
who
is.
wins, someone's gonna say something about something.
So Timmer and I have been going back and forth.
That's nice. Where is he? Hi, Graham.
I sent.
Graham's here.
Let me.
Say hi to your mom.
Hi, Graham.
Can you calm down?
No.
Let me. I'll pull up the am.com and pull up the message.
From Timmer.
Yeah, the one that I sent him.
Oh, okay.
You can do Instagram on a laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
What do you mean?
I
Insta.
don't know.
Can you post pictures on?
Have you ever
Instagram?
logged into Instagram on your laptop?
I'm not sure.
Exactly.
Not 100%
He
sure.
doesn't know what Instagram is.
I do. I get on Instagram every now and again, but usually it's when it shows that someone has sent me something on my phone.
Yeah.
So,
But me and Timmer have been going back and forth just to make sure he knows the dominant one.
okay, and I'm assuming you sent him the picture of the eagle carrying the Canadian goose.
I've sent a lot of things
Good,
to him.
good. That's good.
See if I can.
So, did you know that I'm sure you did because you're a hockey star. But did you know that all 4 players on the ice actually have Michigan ties?
Yes.
Because they all did their training at the training center, which is absolutely awesome. And I don't know how true this is, but Hellebuck is a cousin of a old plumber friend of mine.
Oh,
Oh, really?
that's
So
cool.
so Bruce Hellebuck, the one that I've talked about that lives in Cancun, that's actually a cousin of his. So it's kind of cool. I'm locked down, Shelb. I can't move my stuff up and down for whatever reason. Oh, there it goes.
Use 2 fingers, up and down.
But so what was I going to ask Graham?
The pumpkin thing.
Oh, so what's the Graham? I have to go back into the history. Years ago, there used to be a saying, something about PI pumpkin pie, yada 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 yada. Can you help me out with that? It's like PI double I pumpkin pie.
He wants to know how the riddle goes, is what he's asking.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Please.
Please and thank you. So you know what? That's going to take a little bit because she's going to think about it. She can't Google search it because she's
Why?
she's like me with Google.
I don't think so. I think
I
she's
think she
probably a
is.
lot better.
But so back to the hockey game, you know, you look at everything that went on with the Canadians and that coach right now. Is he really crying the blues that much?
Right now.
Which one?
The Canadian coach. Because
No, it's players just as much, and it's just people in general. Canadians.
Because it's the whole 3-on-3 thing. Is there huge issue and hockey should be 5-on-5? Is that what they're saying?
You could argue that in a playoff form of a game, it should be 5-on-5.
But it was 3-on-3 because of penalties.
No, it's 3-on-3 because it was overtime.
But here's what I heard as well, that the NHL could have had P double unkin P double I, P double unkin pumpkin pie.
There you
Never
Got
heard
it.
that before.
Got it. Never heard it?
Nope.
Well, there you go. Now I lost my train of thought. So what they're saying is potentially the NHL could have had some dealing with that as well, because they don't want their players. Obviously, you know, NHL said you can have our players for a week or 2 weeks or wherever the hell it is, but we don't want our goalies and our players going 17 friggin' overtimes because you got 5-on-5. So, and I think, how long has it been like that?
What?
The 3-on-3 in overtime. Do you know that?
Probably Shelby. Look up how long 3-on-3 overtime's been.
I know that
It's been probably
10 years.
8, yeah, I would say 8, 10.
So at that point, they really have nothing to complain about other than they're big losers. They lost.
Well,
They're
the
second
thing
place.
is even if the U.S. lost, they would be saying the same thing, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
I don't think
Since the 2015-16 season.
Okay.
The
So
NHL officially adopted this 5-minute sudden death format for regular season games to reduce the number of shootouts. It replaced the 4-on-4 overtime format that was used from 99 to 2015.
so it's been there for 10 years. At 10 years, I'm sorry that you lost, and I'm super happy that we beat you like redheaded stepchildren.
Oh.
But
We're going to cancel him.
I am super glad that it still does the same thing, and I hope that stays the same as well, because you got to admit that was super exciting when that happened. And yeah, if it would have went the other way, we would have been disappointed. We would have said, well, if this happened and that happened, you know, it could have been different. Well, you know, Hellebuyck basically from the little amount I seen he stood on his friggin' head. And standing on your head like that, you know, it's just one of them things that, you know, you can't get it done. It's not his fault. It's not, you know, it's your own team's fault. I mean,
Right.
if you're placing the blame on anyone.
I mean, they had plenty of opportunities. It was 46 years to the day that Miracle on Ice happened versus them winning the Olympics.
So with that being said, you know what that means?
Mm.
I'm friggin' old because I remember watching that game and watching how exciting it was and all that.
It
And,
would be it would have been a crazy game to watch.
and the movie still makes my hair on my arms crawl.
I've never seen it.
Shelby, yes, we've tried to watch it multiple times, but you won't friggin' watch it.
I've never watched.
You
I
probably
I
always
fall
fall
asleep.
asleep. Yeah.
In the 2022 Olympics in Beijing, the Winter Olympics, Canada and the U.S. didn't medal at all.
Yeah, because they didn't compete.
Oh, they didn't?
No.
Why?
Because the NHL Players
We're on strike.
Association, they wouldn't allow NHL players to play in it.
Huh.
What? That's dumb.
Well, in years ago,
I would agree. It is dumb.
in the 80s game, that was all college players. Miracle on Ice. So that's friggin'.
Did you see it?
I did. That's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
didn't.
That's the one that I sent Timmer.
Okay. Nice. So and these are things that, then they have the whole thing of, to me, like the stuff in the locker room, the people are going friggin' bananas on that. It's like, oh, why is our well, I can't, I'm not going to get into that because that's something we don't want to get into.
The FBI director should be allowed to be in that locker room if they want, to be honest.
It was something that, to me, it was absolutely awesome. It was them that so the guy that scored the goal, when he did his speech, when he was doing the interview with that chick, he was so excited and he was so pumped up.
I'm pretty sure his mouth is still bleeding.
It probably
yeah.
was. Yeah. But it was just so exciting because they were so friggin' fired up about that. And it just, to me, I thought it was fantastic.
It was
they did
a
great.
win that
We both cried.
oh yeah. I mean,
I teared up as well.
watching the women's game, I cried because it's just a huge moment in general. Doesn't matter men's, women's, whatever the fuck you want to say.
So Tom Foolery said Canada didn't complain when they won their overtime game a couple of days before. True story.
Correct.
True story.
I don't know. I thought it was a crazy win. I thought overall, so we were not number one in the Olympics for medals this year.
Correct.
Okay.
Norway was. Normally, Norway and there's one other country that they're normally top in Winter Olympics.
Slovakia.
I don't know. Shelby would have to look it up.
What is it?
You're now the research person. I'm just the
Okay, what is
this
it?
side.
Slovakia.
No, who normally leads the Winter Olympics in medals?
China. Japan.
No,
Can you
incorrect.
stop talking
Can you
while
just
I'm trying
stop?
to type?
I'm not asking you. I'm getting ready to tell you.
I thought we were guessing.
No.
I thought we it was like the top 10 or something like that.
There's going to be a top 10 punches to your forehead. Mark Hybeck said, Charlie, I
said-
must say, I really enjoy your morning gigs. I usually forget until after the fact, so I watch them later. Keep up good work, all.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
It says the U.S. consistently leads the overall Olympic medal count.
Overall medal count, but you didn't choose Winter Olympics.
Winter Olympics, Norway.
Norway.
So who was second, third, fourth, fifth?
This year,
Okay. Yeah.
pull up medal counts by country this year. I think we were number 2. 99% sure we were number 2.
It's, to me, it was super. The summer games and winter games are pretty much totally different, obviously, because it's cold and
yeah.
but no, it's something that it seems like the people are more into the winter stuff with the ski jumping.
I don't
and,
know. You got gymnastics in summer
Yeah.
and swimming.
Yeah, that's
Those
true.
ones I always gravitate towards.
Right.
I think that
See, last year,
I think it's bullshit that gold medalists only get $37,000. That's not even enough that's not a year's salary.
so they get $37,000 because they won the gold medal.
Yes.
Okay.
Singapore pays $788,000.
Wow.
They don't win nearly as much as us, but I think minimum.
So is and I apologize for this, but is Singapore a country?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So it's like
Mark said,
How much do they
we
make?
never are number one medals in the Winter Olympics.
How much does Singapore make?
788,000.
is that,
That is equivalent to $621,968 US dollars.
well, that's pretty good.
79 cents US to the Singapore dollar.
How about the Canucks? What are they making?
Canada.
Oh,
How much
you
do they
look.
make per?
Oh wait,
I think
I
it's
didn't
just
even answer your question yet. Norway won the medaled the most this year. They had 41. U.S. had 33. They came in second place.
Wow.
Italy 30.
Italy had a killer games.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's quite a
Germany.
difference, though. Friggin' Norway kicked their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Germany 26, Japan 14 or 24, France 23, Switzerland 23. But the reason they're ranked that way is because France had more gold. Canada had 21,
Canada got spanked.
Netherlands 20, Sweden 18. And then the all-time Olympic medal leaders combined summer and winter. U.S. is on top,
By a lot.
3,100 plus medals. And then coming in second place is the Soviet Union with 1,200.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we're
So-
really good at, but I also just,
Everything.
you look at Nick Bumgardner, the Iron River
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
or-
Okay. Yep.
We were talking about him at dinner with my parents the other day, and the waitress came over and she said, "Are you talking about blah, blah, blah?" And I looked up at the TV and I was like, "Were we talking about him?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, the guy from the UP." She goes, "Oh, it's my dad's cousin. He's a really nice guy."
Really.
Yeah.
So I asked Stahava been drinking last year when the Olympics was before.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he brought his medal to whatever party they were having. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'd
Supposedly-
never bring that anywhere.
No, that's pretty cool.
But-
I mean,
It is.
He made 37,000 if he gets a gold medal.
yeah. So you
But
have
that's,
to you
me,
have
that's
to have
bullshit.
you have to have someone that is obviously sponsoring you, I would guess, because there's no way you can
Yeah.
train and all that shit.
He
you know-
said that if it wasn't for, he said he'll compete again as long as his body's able to, if he can get basically it covered.
Right. Well, and how old is he? You say he was
42
that's crazy.
or 44.
And pardon moi, but I don't know what
44.
what he was doing now.
44.
I've drawn a blank.
Snowboarding something.
He looks
So,
like Kid Rock. in
Is
this
he the
picture.
freestyle snowboarding dude?
No.
No.
Mark Hybeck said, "This is the most gold medals we have ever gotten in the winter."
Cool.
But
Um,
it's truly cool to see some of the background stuff, and I wonder if they used all the condoms.
Yes, over 10,000.
You have
Why?
you have to go into it
why?
because they said they had like whatever 20,000, 30,000, whatever it was.
They used over
Can
10,000
we switch
condoms.
seats?
No, thank you.
Why?
Because
So
you're
that
so weird.
so I can look straight in your eyes and ask these
No,
questions.
So I can just look at
At
my
least
screen.
now you can't
Don't.
see me right now.
You're annoying me.
Bumgardner
Ugh.
does snowcross, so downhill.
The Olympic, I should save this for my fun fact. This is the fun fact. The Olympic gold medals are not made of solid gold. They're primarily composed of 92.5% silver, plated with a minimum of 6 grams of pure gold, which is a lot of gold. 6 grams.
Yeah.
A
Take
s-
that, Canada.
A standard if they get a gold medal, they also get the same amount of gold on their medal.
Yeah.
That's true.
The last solid gold medals were awarded in 1912.
Wow.
As of 2026, their estimated value is around 2,500 due to high gold and silver prices. So the
I just,
I'm not done.
37,000
I'm not done.
okay.
The composition is approximately 500 grams of silver coated with 6 grams of pure gold, and the melt value, 2,000 to 2,500. And the silver medals are 500 grams of silver without gold plating, and the bronze are made of copper-based alloy.
So let me ask you this: if you had the opportunity to buy a gold medal for $2,000, would you do it?
Nope.
Depends whose.
I could have my jeweler make it for me.
I think I would buy one.
If it was the right gold medal, it had to be something that I'd actually care about.
So if it was like
Dylan Larkin.
ice dancing, you wouldn't do it.
Dylan Larkin's gold medal
the
from
chick that wiped out-
2026.
I'd buy it tomorrow if it was Dylan Larkins. The chick that came back, retired at 16 and came back at 18 and then won the gold, I would buy that one. But it has to be the right. I'm not going
wouldn't.
to just buy some bullshit that I don't really care
So
about.
so wouldn't be like the guy at the bar that's got like 4 supposedly Super Bowl rings.
No.
No.
No. It would have to intrigue me because I'm not going to spend $2,000 on something I don't really give a shit about.
Exactly.
Well, if you had like on the new place, once you get the new place, you got that cool ass bar. You got the cool stuff up there, and you're like, hey, wouldn't a friggin' gold medal look badass right here?
It would, but it's just it's got to be something that I care about.
Okay.
Even just like random, I would rather buy random memorabilia from, let's say, Dylan Larkin's gloves from Winter Olympics
Right.
or whatever.
So would
I'm not going to buy some guy's sock because he fucking snowboarded in them.
would it be the same if you bought them from Joe Schmo from Kokomo that had the gloves and said, hey, I got these gloves. They're signed by Dylan Larkin. He wore them here or wherever. Would you buy them then, or would they have to actually come from Dylan Larkin?
I would buy them then, but they would have to be authenticated.
Okay. Which they'd have to have the signature and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's totally good.
So despite them not making enough money, some of them are professional athletes, but most of them are not even close.
Okay.
There's no such thing as a professional bobsledder.
What?
It's not a fucking thing. There's a lawyer on the curling team from Team USA that actively practiced.
Actively
He has a practice, a law firm.
Yeah.
So he's making, that's
Okay.
the only way he's able to afford to go to Milan for 2 weeks.
So here's a fun fact. So in the state of Michigan, we have 3 or 4 curling rinks.
Mm-hmm.
And probably back when you were, let's see, how old are you? Wow, that was a long time ago. Probably 15 years ago, cousin Jeff actually was in one of the games before it was like a shootout game type thing to make it to the Olympics. So he was actually in like a tournament where if you win this tournament, then you go to the next tournament. And
I feel like
My name is Jeff.
my name's not GF. I don't know. I think the Olympics are, some people were arguing, like, should professional athletes play in the Olympics?
if professional athletes didn't play, how many medals would you truly get? How many of the other countries have professional athletes?
I think
that do
really
it?
the only one is hockey.
Sweden.
What?
Oh, I thought you were talking about which country.
No, sport in general. I think
about them,
hockey is
about them Slovakians. It's kind of like Nagani or
Yeah,
Ishmael.
okay, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
But so you would not get medals in hockey, but
Well, and that goes back to why the 1980 the Miracle on Ice meant so much to the country is because none of these people were from they weren't professional players.
the Soviet Union was.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is these were all college kids that were, trying out for the Olympics. I had a buddy I went to school with. His brother played for Ferris State, and he was the last one to get cut for the Winter Olympics team.
Oh.
Which, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And they still live in the town of Romeo today. You
But-
guys probably went to school with them.
But you're not answering my fucking question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
So-
Easy.
Do you think professional athletes should compete in any Olympics?
Why not? Wouldn't they be the best?
I'm asking.
I think that
I think the best should, whether it's a professional athlete or not. They should, because that's the point.
I would agree. I
agree
think
with
that
as well.
I think that as long as you are the very best, because anyone's got the opportunity to be the very best, but you have to go for it, and you have to do your thing. I mean, it's just like the chick that did the Summer Olympics that played rugby. She friggin' gained all kinds of TikTok notoriety and whatever, and probably is just the Joe Schmo chick that, is a big, tough and burly whatever. I don't know.
I feel like, so some people have argued that it should be only amateurs, but I disagree with that statement because,
Why do they say that?
to be honest, I don't know. but I feel as though if you are competing, the best in the world in everyone's country should be able to compete.
I would agree.
And that's why it doesn't make sense to then not include your best when the Olympics are about being the best.
Correct.
And you're representing your country. Not everyone gets to do that.
No,
You look at this hockey Olympics, that was the first time NHLs have been in the Olympics since 2014. Most of these guys on all teams, there was only like 4 that have competed in other Winter Olympics. So Jack Hughes, he was, that was 16 years ago?
Yeah.
He was 10.
yeah.
So, like, this is the best Olympics we've had in 15, 16 years.
And that meant so much to these people. The people that won that game, the gold, whatever. I mean, how many people can say, I'm in the Olympics?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's kind of like being, I won't say in the Pro Bowl, because obviously the Pro Bowl has went, downhill, but, the All-Star game and stuff like this. This is actually, you are playing the sport that you love, and you're playing it wide open. When you got the Pro Bowl, they're throwing footballs back and forth. You got the All-Star game, it's not, you got one pitcher that's, pitching for an inning, and these guys are friggin' go full out. They're hitting, they're checking, they're friggin' scoring, they're whatever, which is cool as hell. I mean, they're actually playing the game for all their might and all what they got going on. But it's just, I think it's cool as hell. And
What's going on? Someone just joined in the vertical live stream.
And even going to, like, when we were up in Ishpeming and we seen them ski jumps.
Yeah.
Totally friggin' thing. And like the story on the who won all the golds?
Michael Phelps?
No, the country.
Norway.
So they had a thing on Norway about all the kids in the ski
Welcome.
jumping.
We do this every Tuesday.
What do you say?
The ski jumping and all this stuff.
First time listener.
Oh, yeah.
Long time caller.
Where the kids actually go out and they go out and they ski jump once a week on Tuesdays. It's free to go out and do it. It's cool as hell that these guys are able to do it. Now, for me, I would pay for you to go off the biggest hill there is.
I know you would. I know you would. It would, I don't know. Just in general, the Olympics itself, like Michael Phelps is the most decorated Olympian ever. 26 medals. Imagine having 26 fucking medals yourself.
That'd be crazy.
He was the most dominant athlete in, I would argue, in sports when it comes to competing at a extremely high level. You can say Tom Brady, blah, 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 but he was the most dominant non-team athlete to ever play or compete.
The question is Michael Phelps.
He's the most decorated Olympian in history.
So he obviously swam.
Rob, hold on, said you beat us 4-2. I think it was ice hockey versus Denmark. Yes, we did, and then we won the gold.
So with
Such a delicious bass.
that's what they got as well now. They've got friggin' Olympic bass fishing.
Huh?
And they've got Olympic ice
I
fishing.
think some of these fucking sports are just made up.
I
There
just
was
wanna
one
know-
where it was skiers that had to run uphill on skis, and then there would go. It was like a tough mudder, but in
Oh,
snow.
yeah.
It was. Where do they come up with this shit?
I also, a lot of people won't agree with me. I think curling is so dumb and boring. There's it's just not entertaining.
Well,
Yeah.
there is a
horrible.
talent that has to be said there.
I mean, there's also a talent with 2 men that have to lay on top of each other and guide themselves the right way on a sled. It's weird.
I feel like that's most deer camp stories.
Exactly. What?
She's talking about. It's called the skeleton.
Yes, I and there was a comedian that was online. I did see something about that. There was a comedian
So
online.
weird.
It was kind of funny, actually. The comedian was.
How does
Did
that
you-
become an Olympic sport?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
So,
Like, how
so
drunk are they?
did you
when that
watch?
gets
Obviously, you watched the gold medals given to the
Travis is
hockey
here. Hi,
team.
Travis.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when these guys get the gold medal,
And they got
They're
a little
like-
plushie toy.
huh?
They got a little plushie toy.
Well, no, hold on. That's
Oh,
where I'm going.
Sorry.
So they get the gold medal. They're like, they're checking it out. They're like, flipping it over, looking at it.
Yeah,
And they're
yeah.
like, hey, check
This
this
look
out,
what we
whatever.
got. Yeah.
And then they handed these friggin'
Stuffies.
stuffies.
Shelby looked it
It's-
up.
I looked it up. It's some
I-
type of.
I did as well.
It's
But-
a mascot.
But no, go ahead.
I was hoping that you would because I don't fully remember.
It's the mascot for the games.
For Italy, yeah. No, it's for Italy, I think.
For the country,
To
but
bring
for the
them like
games.
good. It brings them good luck and prosperity or something.
So there was a reason for it. Now my thing on early morning TikTok and whatever is I just figured that Mr. Schmo from Kokomo knew one of the people from the Olympic Committee and said, "Hey, I want to give you X, Y, and Z of these things so that you can give them away." And then that way they're like, "Hey, I want one of these for my kids or whatever." So they're buying all this stuff. To me, when they got the little toy, what'd you call it?
Stuffy.
Stuffy. When you got the stuffy, the hockey players are like, yeah, my friggin' dog will have a great time with this.
That's
thing.
what I was thinking. So Mark said, what the men hockey players did for the player that was killed by a drunk driver was a tearjerker.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
pretty cool.
yeah.
Did you hear about that story?
I did.
It was the concept of it is crazy. Day before their sister's wedding, the two professional athletes go out to train, and then drunk driver, fucking idiot, pulls out and kills him. And then they
Kills
pulled-
both of them.
Yeah. Pulled the children. Did you see the ceremony
I did.
after?
I did.
Yeah,
Where
it was
they
just
brought the
super-
kids down on the
Yep.
ice. Yeah.
Super cool.
Yep.
And they had his parents and his wife and his kids there.
Yeah.
And I would almost guarantee that every one of those players on that team paid for them to fly out,
Oh, I'm sure of it.
or the NHL paid for it. Because there's no way that. Don't get me wrong; they probably have a good amount of money from whatever. I mean, the worst case scenario.
Well, they got 37,000 from the gold medal.
Well, I'm talking the parent, the
Yeah.
wife that the husband passed away. Probably have a ton of money, but at the end of the day, like, you're not going to just go to the Olympics just because.
Yeah, no, and that was a shitty thing that obviously happened. I mean, it did happen, but nevertheless, he had a nickname that the hockey player
Johnny
had,
Hockey.
Johnny Hockey. So I didn't read the whole thing as to why his nickname was Johnny Hockey, other than he was supposed to be fantastic at the game.
Yeah, he was one of the. So at the time, Johnny Manziel, Money Manziel was around. So Johnny Hockey was the version of the best Johnny Manziel or Money Manziel at the time of that. So
Okay.
I think he just got that nickname.
Sure. Well, it was, and then I watched the closing ceremonies. I watched it for like 3 hours. After I started watching it, I couldn't get away from it because it was, to me, I hate to say it, but it was pretty friggin' dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a more of a celebration for the athletes.
Like, get the hell out of our country. We're closing the house now.
Well, I'm just wondering. So, like, Shelby leaves in a week
What?
because she's going to participate in the Paralympics.
That's not funny.
Well, it's just
Mm,
right in the head with them.
no, it's not worth it.
But so they,
Mm,
I
don't
didn't
have
know
much
that.
energy.
I didn't know that they did the regular Olympics and then para both in the same spot, both within basically
so
6
they
weeks.
have the Paralympics there as well.
Yep.
Really?
Yep,
No
and
shit.
those start in 2 weeks.
That's interesting.
10 days probably.
Did you see what Joe said?
No, that's on the other one.
Joe said, curious as to see how the hockey players are treated at the State of the Union tonight.
I mean, just to touch on it, I don't care who you are and what you voted for or your beliefs. if the president of the United States calls you after winning a game like that, you're going to answer. Doesn't matter what the fuck you say.
To me, I thought the conversation was friggin' epic because he was laughing and joking, and he's like, "Hey, what about that Hullbuck guy? He played an okay game."
Yeah.
He's like, he stood on his friggin' head, and the players are like, they're laughing their ass off. Yeah, what about that other team? They were okay. Well,
Yeah,
I thought it was great.
I thought it was too. I think that it might not have been done for every sport or every competition out there, but I will almost assume that everyone will get their recognition
I'm sure
when they come home.
I'm sure they will, and it's always the case that you're always going to have favoritism. I don't care who you are, what you do, whatever. There's always, this guy doesn't like the friggin' ice dancing as much as this one likes bobsledding, or this one likes the two people laying. It's just one of them things that
The two people laying on top of each other.
right? You're always going to have different people that are going to like something better, and it is what it is. I thought it was cool as hell that he called. They were laughing and joking. But
And then
it is what it is.
the FBI directors and they're just
Yeah.
chugging beers. I love that. That's how it should be. Everyone should enjoy a
Celebration.
celebrate. Not even that.
Yeah, it is. It's a celebration.
But everyone should celebrate when our country does good. And
Absolutely.
the Olympics is that scenario.
Agreed.
I don't care if you get a gold or a bronze. It should be celebrated.
Well, even and let's go to the next level. That if you don't get a gold, a silver, or a bronze, you were at the Olympics. For
You made it
Christ's
to the
sakes.
friggin' Olympics.
Yeah,
That's
you're
exactly what
you're
Zach
one of
says,
the
too.
friggin' best in the world
Yeah.
that made it to
Like-
the friggin' Olympics.
Like Zach said, when Canada was getting their silver medals, he was like, they got silver. Like, why are they sad? But it's like you almost had it.
So So Travis says, my team, the Dallas Stars, have a gold, silver, and bronze medal men's hockey medal team on their
I'll read it.
play. Thank
He
you.
says, my
Thank you.
team, the Dallas Stars.
This is your job anyway. You've
Have
been
a-
slacking on that.
I've been researching
Okay.
about the Goodrow brothers. My team, the Dallas Stars, have a gold, silver, and bronze medal men's hockey medal on the team.
So here's something I'm going to pose, and you know that when everyone walks into the locker room and they're getting ready for a game, it might not be today or tomorrow, but you know there's
They're
going to
gonna
be
talk
some
so much
there-
shit.
Yeah, there's going to be some ribbon going on.
Like Dylan Larkin won the gold, and
Did he
I
play
can't-
4 years ago too?
no NHL did. NHL player did. And Sider on Germany, he got shit. Like, they're going to go back and just talk so much shit to each other.
Absolutely. And that doesn't matter whether you're playing friggin' Olympic hockey or whether you're playing friggin', beer room hockey.
I loved the celebrations. Like, the NBC interviews with Hellebuck, Hughes, and someone, I think it was both Hugh brothers, where they're both just hammered on camera. Out of all of the Olympic sports, the only ones going out and getting blasted like that are hockey players.
Oh, yeah.
And especially winning the gold, those guys were just fucking hammered.
And
Tuned right up.
I would
You could tell during the interviews.
Yeah.
I would almost venture to say that when them guys went back to their friggin' wherever, whether they're staying in the same place as everyone else or wherever the case may be, that the Canadians and the friggin' Slovakians and Norwegians or
He's so obsessed with Slovakia.
I know.
I don't know.
Yes.
It's just that's a fun word right now today.
So
But
my mom
that
is-
that they're all buddies.
Oh, yeah.
So that they're all friggin' drinking. They're,
Oh, yeah.
they're doing
Yeah.
the same shit.
Travis
Yeah, I don't know.
said-
It's even just like they showed a video. It must have been when they got back to the States. They had another celebration back here,
Okay.
and all the guys were singing Toby Keith,
Oh, yeah.
Red, White, and Blue. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just of
It-
all athletes, doesn't matter what one.
feel
Hockey
like
guys
hockey
are
are
going to
most-
drink the fucking
I
most
also
beer.
think they're the most patriotic.
They
Well-
also were very proud. Like,
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
They
Like,
were so
extremely
fired up. It was just
Yeah.
it was cool as hell to
Yeah.
see them
Yeah.
that fired up.
This
Travis
could
said your area of Michigan has so many gold medal hockey winners, both men and women. So
correct. Michigan is the hockey capital of the United States.
True. Is it actually? Or are you just
Us in
making that up?
Minnesota.
So we have
But
a huge
close.
training center down in Taylor, I believe,
Okay.
and a lot of people actually come for that specific reason.
That's
Yeah.
the USA Olympic Training Center
Joe
or USA.
LeBlanc said, "Remember how the cancer kid was treated last year?" I don't know what he's talking about
I don't
specifically.
Yeah, I don't recall that either.
don't
I think that
know.
was a Canadian thing. There was a
Oh.
cancer. I might remember that story.
I don't know.
I thought it was a couple of years ago.
Well, you are the research girl.
That's I can't really go off of that to research something.
But no, it was definitely fun. I love watching it. I wish I had the opportunity to watch a little bit more of it. I watched a lot of it, but not super a lot.
The hard part was, like, not that we could control it because it's in a different country, different time zone. The game was at fucking 8 a.m. on Sunday. How do you? The women's game was at 3 o'clock. The men's games were at 3. I couldn't even get off work and get home in time to watch most of them.
And you know,
But I watched the late night takes and stuff like that.
that the guys that had to friggin' play at 8 a.m., they're like, holy shit, this is just like back when we were friggin' kids getting up at, getting a good
Oh,
ice
yeah.
time at 8 a.m.
That's because it was cheap.
Yeah. Joe said, see when the Hughes brothers, see where the Hughes brothers' mom played hockey for the U.S. when she was younger.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Yeah, she's actually the director of player development for Women's USA Hockey.
Really?
Mhm.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah. So despite there being the joke about Trump and the women's hockey team, Jack Hughes, he's friends with all of them. He's
Right.
probably skated with them all
Oh, yeah.
hundreds of times or
Well,
dozens of times.
And
let's
that's
say.
the thing. These guys all friggin' have played against each other.
Yeah.
From one aspect to the other. I mean, it's 6 degrees of separation. So no, it was actually a cool thing, and I was talking. Obviously, I did a little TikTok years ago about Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. Some of the stuff going on, behind the scenes with her getting hit with a friggin' baton. That's something that happened in the Olympics. That's huge on something like that.
And you look at number 2 in Olympic medals, it's the Soviet Union.
Right.
Overall, they used to have some of the greatest
yeah.
athletes there were.
And you almost wonder. No, I'm not going there.
Do you know that
have to when you say
the
it.
number one? Go ahead.
So the Soviet Union, obviously communist.
Yeah.
So if you spend all this money training that singular athlete, and they go to the Olympics and they do crap, did they come back to the Soviet Union and the Soviets were like, off with your head?
I mean, you look at China. China's a communist country.
Yeah.
And they paid a American-born Chinese descent American to compete for them. And it's such a weird concept because, like, 1, why wouldn't you support your own country?
Right.
2, how much money did they pay you? 3, and she was outspoken about not liking America. Sure, fine, whatever.
Sure.
But then now you're competing for a communist country.
Right.
Which is worse than America's going to ever be. It just doesn't make sense. And also, why can you compete for other countries if you're not a national? You should have to be a
I would agree.
citizen.
Yeah.
Because I
would
think
agree.
that's what makes it make sense. That's why the Olympics are what they are.
Right. Yeah, no, in something like that, now being that you're saying that the Paralympics are coming up, that's actually pretty freaking cool
Yeah, I'll
too.
probably watch it. To be honest.
Because you got people that are, they're doing some amazing shit as well.
Yeah. I can't run a mile, let alone with 2 legs. Imagine having 1.
Yep. No, that's pretty crazy. What do you
You're
want?
gonna have to
Go lay
start
down.
practicing if you're gonna start playing hockey again.
That's true.
Are you putting the skates back on again?
As long as so Shelby's got a coworker that's trying to put together a team.
No.
Well, my coworker's husband.
But yeah, coworker technically still either way.
I guess.
But so he's trying to put together a team, and Shelby and her have talked and said that I play hockey. And
Tell me you want free ice time. I paid all that money over the years, not for you to have to pay.
it will probably be, if it should be free. I mean, they need a goalie.
Yeah. So, well, that was a cool event that happened. It's done, and now we wait for 2 years for the summer,
Which is
And-
in L.A.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to be. Is it going to be because isn't
LA is a dump, yes.
I wonder why LA of all places. Like there are so many cooler
You do
cities.
bid, like they bid
Oh.
on.
Isn't it super crowded out there though? I mean, I don't know much about it.
I
but-
think so.
And they have to have like multiple different stadiums built and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know what the landscape looks like. I mean,
Okay.
Milan this year was obviously the skiing
Right.
was held miles away from the Olympic Village is what they normally call it. And then I think the hardest thing about it is like, what do you do after to repurpose all that shit?
Right. You,
Probably auction it off or something.
You can't
bulldoze
auction
it,
off a stadium.
Auction off pieces of it.
Yeah.
pull the pieces out, bulldoze the sucker down, and friggin' let it
Make
go
a
back to
mosaic tile and
Yeah,
sell it.
exactly.
I don't know.
get some more of them little fluffy dolls, and you know.
I would love a fluffy doll.
See, that's why they did it, because Joe Schmo is like, hey, people are gonna buy this shit. So if I can give you 4,000 of these, you know how much money I'm going to make by
No,
sell
that's
these?
not why they did that. But I think there is some play in there for a Italian person that will make money. But realistically, they're just gonna be knocked off in China anyways.
Well, that's true.
So it doesn't matter what it is. You can buy anything in China.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we done with the Olympics?
Mhm.
Because I really don't know where to go now. That was quite a conversation.
We should just sit
The
here.
the how do you say that last name? Goudreau
Good row.
brothers. So their sister Katie didn't end up getting married the next day. Of course,
I would imagine, yeah.
she postponed it a year. Well, I think that
And she got married the day after they won the gold. That would be crazy too.
August 29th is when they passed away in 2024. She got married July 11th, 2025. But she like incorporated a lot of ways that they were honored at the wedding. Like she had her brother's both brothers' handwriting in her veil, like stitched into her veil.
Mhm.
She had all the groomsmen had socks with their jersey numbers. One had 13, one had 21.
Okay,
Like,
that's cool.
One like left and right. I think it was the dad's suit coat. If you opened it, it had a bunch of hockey photos of the two of them
Okay, cool.
on the inside of the suit coat. The groom, I think, had a tattoo with their numbers with halos on top of it. And then what else did she do? Oh, her bouquet of flowers had 2 different types of flowers in it, and she had 13 of one flower and 21 of the other, like their hockey
Yeah, yeah.
numbers. And then the bridesmaids' flowers were flipped. 13 of one, 21
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
other.
Makes
So,
sense.
yeah.
That is one of them things that it's always, I mean, it's always going to be there, you know, with everything that went on, you know, every anniversary you're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
have.
Mhm.
It's not, you know, it's
Doesn't
not
get
gonna,
easier.
It doesn't.
No.
No.
It doesn't. And it's
No.
going to be one of these things that's the majority of what you're going to remember when that anniversary comes around.
100%.
But, you know, I guess that's where they say life goes on, you know?
Yeah.
So got to take it for what it's worth and go from there. No,
Right.
there's a lot of cool stuff that people do when you have such a tragedy like that. That I
Mhm.
think is part of the healing process.
Definitely.
But I sure as hell hope that, I hate to say it, but I hope I die before my friggin' wife does. Well,
I
that's
think
what I
that's
can say.
most common. That's
mean,
what
it's
I
just-
want.
Yeah. Just one of them things that, holy shit, I wouldn't even be able to imagine that. But
Yeah.
anyway, moving on to bigger and better subjects.
Like the fun fact of the day.
Yeah, we could do that in a little bit. We've got a little bit of time. Well, what time did we start?
We've been on for an hour.
Oh, well, then I think we could get the hell out of here because you guys got stuff going on, and I could go up and do something. I'm not sure what, but
Something.
my stomach is actually hurting me right
Mine
now.
is too. So
I ate
much.
too much, and it's. I'm gonna have to get up and get some roll
Yeah, I
eggs
can't
or
wait
something.
to just take a shit.
There you go.
So we could talk about my bike.
Sure, I would love to.
We can
now?
spend 10 minutes.
Right now?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in pain. I really need to go.
So you have 2 more of them.
So we'll start out with what you got going on. Tell us what you have because a lot of these people don't know what you have.
I think I should just also post my video to your YouTube page.
Sure, that would be awesome.
A 1971 CT90. It's a K3, which is the 3rd generation. Is how they did it.
Okay.
Got over 7,000 miles on it. And no offense, you tore all into it. And I'd look at him like, I should just take the yellow bike. But I was like, I don't want the yellow bike because there's fucking wires hanging out. And you started doing, and I didn't know where you started or left off.
So I really didn't get, the only thing that I got into was I think I opened like the wires and stuff. That was all like that.
Okay.
I don't think I really got into anything with the exception of pulling the covers off.
Okay.
And the bolts and nuts for the covers are on a magnetic tray in the barn.
Oh, I gotta grab that tray then because I saw the tray.
Yeah.
So I'll
That's my
grab that.
tray. You just leave the you
Yeah.
take the bolts and leave the friggin'
Okay.
tray for me.
Yeah, I can do that. So I got it going. I mean, it took I rinsed the gas tank with water,
'Kay.
hot water.
Okay.
Said maybe not to do it because it could flash rust again.
Yep.
But then I poured gas in it to hopefully maybe flush that out.
Okay.
Once I did that, I so cleaned that, put the tank back on, put the fuel lines back on. I put the tank on and then started filling it with gas and I go, fuck. Gas is just dumping all over the ground because I didn't connect the lines.
Yeah.
So put the lines back on and then we what was it? After that I started to check for spark. And right when I first started cranking it, it was sparking. I was like, okay, cool. And then it just stopped. I was like, what the fuck is this? And there's no easy way to have connections for stuff like that.
Right.
You don't have like connectors from the battery to the blah, blah, blah. So like it didn't work well. So I had to hook up a whole bunch of connectors to it. And then after that, spark worked fine, or it was okay. It was off and on. So then I pulled the points out. I measured to make sure that they were the right size, and now it works fine.
So here's the history behind the CT90. So I had a friend of mine that went to Lions Club with me, and he had a CT90. Excuse me. When I was younger, my aunt had one. And, it's just one of these things that, after you have something as a kid, you want to replay that. So 20 years ago, I made a bet with Uncle Theo that I bought one of these CT90s up in Ironwood, or the guy actually was in Wisconsin. We actually met in Iron Mountain, Michigan. I brought this thing back. Our bet was that he bet me a fifth of Captain Morgan that I would not be able to get this bike running by family reunion. One thing led to another. I push started it, got it going, whatever, ended up selling that bike. So I bought this new bike, or a new old bike, from a friend of mine. A few days into it, got it going, where it was able to kickstart, and then one thing led to another. I felt as though I really wanted to have a whole slew of these. We got over and we looked at another one because I thought, if I had one, maybe I could get one for Super K, and this would be nice. We'd go tooling around. So I get over to the guy's house. He's got the one. I made the offer on the one. He's like, oh, by the way, I might have a couple more of these. So me, being the person that I am, is like, well, hell, let's take a look. So we go and we look. Well, next thing you know, I've got 4 of these things sitting in my barn. One was a 1968 C90, I think it was, which was a little something different. I ended up selling that one for like $200 more than what I give the guy for it or something like that. The guy sends me a text like friggin' 6 hours later. He's got the thing running. He's driving up and down the street with it. So it's like, well, now I can't get rid of this. So the deal was with Zach, you help me get all 3 of these going. I'm going to sell one, maybe keep one, and maybe I'll give you one. So one thing leads to another. Last weekend I come home. He's like, yeah, I picked up the bike. It's like, sweet, got one more thing out of my garage.
Yeah.
Well, in the process of this, I got tired of friggin' even thinking about working on this shit. So I just went out and bought a 2022 CT 125, and now that's my go-to bike. Electric start, away you go. No harm, no foul. So Zach took this one home, and just for the record, I told Shelby this. I'm not sure if she told you or not, but the carburetor on the yellow one is a crooked carburetor.
Told you.
Okay.
So the intake coming from the manifold to the carburetor is offset. I guess they only happen for 1 year. But in any regard, Zach has now got the CT90 going, the red one. So it's pretty cool. I mean,
It's going to take, now that not that I know what I'm doing, but now after doing one, the other one's going to take the same amount of time, if not less.
Sure.
Travis said how good of a mechanic is CTP.
All depends.
not.
All depends on what CTP has got his mindset on. If he's got his mindset where he's all in, I'm good for like 4 hours, and then it's like
That's being generous.
my ADD kicks in.
He's
and I'm
the one that
friggin-
would spray paint a nostalgic bike and go,
I don't think I would
"Yeah,
do
it
that
would look nice."
because
no,
I
think
think I
don't think
what-
it would.
I think you would.
in years ago, I can say years ago, I rolled a pickup that I had,
That's true.
insane.
but that was because it had to go away and it needed a paint job. And, the way you get
Oh
it to
my
look nicer
gosh.
is to throw a paint job on
That
there.
is
But anyway,
diabolical, actually.
but yeah, so it's nice that we got one out, one gone, one's going to get worked on. And then the next 2 will be in and around. I'm not sure what the hell I want to do. I think I just want to sell them both and be done with
I
it.
think that's the smartest play. And then I would dump that money into your buggy. I
I
mean,
was just gonna say that.
it's money spent. You haven't lost. Sell one of them and then dump the other money into it. Because if you sell one for the right price, that will cover my bike that I was gifted.
So this one, the one that you sent me, Travis, it is not that one, but I know a guy that would love to have that orange one. He just sent me a picture of the orange one.
Of an orange CT90?
Yeah.
Yeah, the orange is the freaking color I want. but-
He's got a BON for the orange one. And he got the red one. Red one's nice. And is that the one that's got no, my bike is the one that's got the extra tank on it.
yeah, I'm gonna rob that off.
Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely.
Just for nostalgic.
Yeah,
And then I'm gonna replace. I think once mine is done, I'll be completely happy with it.
sure.
It's just when you look at it from the outside in, because mine, it doesn't look like it was painted. Maybe
Right.
some touch up, or if they did paint it, they did a much better job. But just new plastics and shit like that. And then as long as it kicks within, if it's
16,
if
kicks.
it's half of that, if it kicks within 8, I would be happy.
So I think that what you'll find is if the points are set correctly, that thing will fire in 1 to 2 kicks.
I have to check timing as well.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do timing, and so timing points, and once I put the new harness in, the wiring harness should have no spark issues. I should have no overall issues to make it
So
easier.
the one thing I'm going to tell you, when you change that harness, your number one concern that you're going to have is make sure you get a good ground.
Yeah.
Because that ground will F you all the time if you've got a bad ground on it.
So the harness, this guy has, I mean, he sells a lot of things online, but I think he makes these harnesses himself.
Right.
Sells them for $79 a piece, and he has every year mapped out, and he's got like fucking 5,000 sales.
And that CT90 hasn't really changed in the last friggin' let's see, 70, 80, 90,
It's
2000, 50 years old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That bike is 15 years older than me.
But our goal, Trav, is we're going to load them up, and we're going to the UP, and we're going to do some trail riding or some riding around town up there. So that's kind of our goal, and that was one of the things that, in keeping one, I've got this girl that's sitting next to me that also is a scooter rider. I don't know if she would be good on the CTs or if we have to go with something a little
You've done
smaller.
it before.
She
You
rode it.
The other one in the backyard or in the front yard.
Up and down the street. But I think it scared her a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I think the Metropolitan would be a better route for her because it's
I think down the
automatic
road it will be probably a Metropolitan or a Ruckus.
Right.
Ruckus is heavier, but I think like
you
mom's
can't
bike,
afford the Ruckus. They're so darn expensive.
They are, but $1,800. I mean,
Yeah.
you can get a used one, a couple years old, but just something that's electric start. The problem you get
Absolutely.
with those is you get into they're not air cooled. So
Right.
now that's a whole nother system that I don't know much about. A CT90, there's no fucking cooling. There's oil.
That's true.
That's it. It's super easy.
Oil and gas. Ride that thing
Same with
1,000
the
miles
spray.
over Alaska.
Yeah. Imagine if we did that.
That would be interesting. Better to hurry up and do it quickly because I'm getting older.
Yeah, no shit.
So, but yeah, no, that's a goal. And I'm every day when I get 5 extra minutes, I'm on Facebook Marketplace, and you never know what you're going to find. You know, you may find something cool as hell. It's like a Jeep I found today. Super K doesn't listen, so I'm totally cool with this. I found a 1952 Jeep pickup.
Well, was it the one I sent you?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I had sent
You sent the
yeah.
video, and then I found that one on
Right.
Marketplace.
$10,000
That's
the dude wants
crazy.
for it.
Imagine. Okay, go ahead.
And well, I'm not even going to say that. Supposedly, I'm getting a special delivery on Wednesdays.
We'll fucking believe it when we see
that's kind of what I said.
it. So that one, the whole thought I had is you just clear coat that whole fucker, and then you just make the inside nice.
Leave it the way it is.
Yeah, because I think that's what's nostalgic on it.
And that's kind of, in my mind, that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing with the pickup.
I
But
think that's what you should, in
I'll-
my opinion.
I'll have to look at it just to see what exactly you want to do and how it runs and all that stuff. But I'm definitely not getting rid of it. That's going to be around forever.
The one thing I'll say is that's not a winter truck. It's going to be hard when you first get it to not want to drive it every day, but it will start to rust like a motherfucker.
Well, and that, I guess, is why you got to go and get the rust proofing done. You got to, you got to get it to
Nothing's rust proof.
No, I know it, but something that you're going to be able to keep forever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
go from there.
Yeah.
So, well, Shelby, now
We
it's
can be done.
7:59.
Yes, it is.
You have your fun fact ready?
Yes.
Let's have it.
Yes.
Sea otters have a favorite rock, and they keep it forever like a prized possession.
A favorite rock?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Like a
like
pebble.
rocks.
I've heard that. They carry around a pebble for their whole life.
Really?
The same one.
That's pretty cool.
I think so. All right, take it away.
Okay, with that being said, don't forget Charley the Plumber, one of the few things in life you get for free, even on the internet. And I guess that's all I got. See you in the morning. Fuck this shit, I'm out. See ya.
Charley the plumber, that's the name. Living a good life, doing it his way. Oh, come on, folks. Hey, it's Charley. Whew. CTP, baby.